strikeout.
Really?
That's a major league record for the postseason.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's an interesting statistic.
It is, you know, and then when you think about it, it's like, okay, you know, that, to me, that's like a big reason why, you know.
TGIW, you listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show. Hey everybody, TGIW. Happy Thanksgiving. This is Thanksgiving Eve. Happy Thanksgiving, family. Yes.
Gobble, gobble.
Right. Well, before we start with all of our yipper yapper for tonight, this is Miss Be Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blessing. I want to send a very special happy birthday shout out to Mama. Happy birthday, Mom.
Happy birthday, Mama Zena.
She turned in probably on the TV for real.
I love it. Happy special birthday to you. Where's the bell? We gotta ring the bell on that. Happy birthday. Yes, Mom is a faithful listener of the Be Inspired Radio Show. Also, I need to give a shout out to Elder Kathy from my church. She told me a couple of Sundays ago that she listens every week.
That's what's up.
Right. I was like, yes, thank you so much. We appreciate that. But happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I am hoping that everybody's getting all their turkeys and all that good stuff prepared. You know how people do. If you're in a black family, you prepare like 2-3 days before Thanksgiving. You start seasoning. You start seasoning your turkey and your grains. And it's not called grains, babies. No, it's called grinds. You got to season the grains and the potatoes and stick them in the refrigerator and let them soak. You know,
you ain't gonna be able to find aluminum pans nowhere.
Hello. I did a Facebook Live video before I came in, and I was talking about the crowd and the stores. If you wait until the day before, let me just say, you're gonna find some empty shelves. That's all I know. Yeah. Some empty shelves. Yes, it's yeah. So shout out to everybody, all the big mamas and all the family that's doing the cooking. Hope you have a fabulous Thanksgiving. Hope you enjoy your family. Hope you enjoy all that delicious food that's about to be spread out everywhere. Yeah. What's your favorite food for Thanksgiving?
Mine, turkey.
Turkey?
Gobble, gobble. Yeah, put that gravy on that joint.
Wow, turkey.
Yeah, turkey. The main course.
I'm not a big turkey fan though. I'm really not. I mean, because for me, turkey, well, it depends on who makes it. Because some people make it and it's like juicy. Then you have some other people that make it and that joint be dry as paper.
Put that gravy on that joint. What's up, E Digger?
Yeah, hey E, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, we're just getting started. We do have a great show tonight. We have Katora Duncan that I'm so excited about. I met her at the Live on Purpose conference that I hosted back in September, and she is an amazing inspirational gospel artist. I am just so pumped that she is on the show. She has 3 amazing songs. I brought her CD case so you can see the CD case. I'm going to attempt now. I know, sometimes it's a little funny about playing music on air, but I'm going to try to see if I can play just a couple seconds of the song so you can hear it a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
And, I know you're not going to be disappointed. She's an amazing soul. She is beautiful inside and out, and her career is just taking off, and I'm so grateful and happy for where God is taking her. She is doing some great things. She has performed in various arenas, and we'll get to hear about that tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then, of course, y'all know Nella will be with us. Nella Chikwe, all the way from Australia, will be joining us in the second half of the show. She is a contributor to the show, if you did not know, and she spends time with us, talking to us about inspirational things and just helping us to get ourselves right. She is the founder of Unstoppable Woman of Purpose. Unstoppable Woman of Purpose, and I'm excited about that. Tonight she'll be talking about that a little bit and just talking. We haven't talked to Nella in a little bit, so it'll be nice it'll be nice to hang out with her. And y'all see I got on my cloak of many colors. I sure did. I wore this to work. I want us to work today. Because today, let me tell you, it was a straight ghost town up in there.
Oh, yeah?
I could take my pick as to where I could park today.
Oh, wow.
I could.
That joint be top flight.
Hello? Let me tell you, I was like, where do I want us park? Because it was empty as I don't know what. But, you know, I don't actually mind it because it's quiet and all that good stuff. And then, you know, the good old federal government gave us 3 hours off.
Yeah.
So we got to leave
I
early.
wonder if I go over there, they're going to do me like the other federal building did.
What?
Man, they treated me like I was a terrorist, man.
Well,
I came over there with the trolley truck. They was like, we got to search the truck. We got to search the hood.
oh, they're going to do the same thing.
I was like,
yeah.
jeez.
They're going to do the same
And
thing.
they see ID. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Well, I mean, because you know.
I mean, I wasn't mad. It just caught me off guard.
Yeah.
I just went there to help somebody with their car. That's it.
Right. Well, they'll do the same thing at our building. They'll do the same procedures. Hello, hey. They'll do the same procedures. They'll check your car. If you're a visitor, they'll ask for your ID. And they check everything.
Yeah, they check
from the bumper to the fender.
They checked everything.
Yes, they will. So, yeah. But, I mean, they got to keep it secure. When
Yeah,
you work,
yeah,
when you work for the
that's all
federal
I'm
government,
like,
you know, we have all kinds of things.
I was like, y'all doing y'all job. I ain't mad at y'all. You feel me?
Right,
It's all
exactly.
good.
Let me just say something. Family, this is a live show. I got to switch this chair because this chair is just as freaking...
Black James.
What's going on, Nate?
All
I
right.
love the
didn't know you
shirt.
was gonna be here.
Oh, yeah, I'm leaving early.
Yeah, Nate taking over.
See, I came.
Yeah.
Yes,
Nate
thank
taking
you, Nate.
over.
Oh, you know he's the best.
See, I brought us a guest and everything.
You did? Oh,
My friend here from New Orleans.
really? Oh, friend from New Orleans.
She
Come-
back from.
Oh, okay. Well, when she
Come
comes
on.
back, tell her
What?
come in and say hello. First, let's get a look at this shirt, everybody. Family.
Black James art
He
show.
bust up and he
Yeah,
was
that's
a
dope.
black
He's
genius.
an artist.
art
An artist
shirt.
in Baltimore. This is his company.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
dope.
love it.
Yeah, that's dope.
That is a dope shirt for real. Y'all, can y'all tell we are just all the way live today?
Yeah.
It's pre-Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I was making fun. I was talking about how, you know, in African American families,
Oh,
they prepare days in
colored
advance. Yes, colored.
It's not a game, man.
We prepare days in advance. We get the seasoning that turkey and them grains. And again, it's not called greens, it's called grains.
Right.
You got to season the grains.
Wash them, please.
Wash.
Yeah, wash.
Please.
Please.
Please cook your food thoroughly. Don't
Please.
rush.
Listen.
That's why we do it in advance.
Don't help the hospitals make money on this season, family. Don't be
You already
sending
know
your
you gonna
family
see
members to the
pictures.
emergency room.
You're going to see them pictures tomorrow. That food.
You can see them now. You go on Instagram.
Yes,
Yeah.
I
You see the
told
pots
you.
bubbling.
Yes, people
Yeah.
prepping and all that good
Did
stuff.
y'all? Because this is the first year I didn't cook though.
I'm not doing a whole bunch of cooking this year. I usually am in
You
there.
sound like a mother with children getting older. I
Yeah.
ain't doing all that.
7 and 8. They still, but I'm gonna do a big breakfast because I gotta do my mama biscuits and all
I'm
that
going
stuff like
food
that in the
hopping.
morning.
That's what I'm doing.
You
Yeah,
already got your mat.
I'm going food hopping.
yeah,
Going from Baltimore to Columbia.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
we're
not
going
a
to
game.
Philly on Friday.
yeah,
Oh, word. I need to go to Philly, man.
yeah.
Told you come on up, son.
I gotta come.
Oh.
We was up there just a couple. What was it? In October.
I know. I saw the pictures. I said, y'all should have just said hi to me.
I didn't even think. We
I
were
was
there for
laying
my.
in bed there, watching y'all. I think y'all was taking pictures down.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were. So my homecoming for my college, University of Phoenix, we had a homecoming on the Spirit of Philly,
Mm-hmm.
and so we spent the whole weekend there, and it was really nice. Yeah,
My
yeah,
Grace
yeah.
just sent us
That's
a,
off of South Street.
We got a message.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You want to read it?
He says, gotta get with you next week. We want to have a team leader for Skyline Foundation come on your show to discuss our second annual Feed the Homeless Christmas feast.
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. We got
Sure.
this. We got this, Mark. Absolutely. And also, I had to talk to you too because them girls. I don't know if y'all been hearing about it, but it's a movement that's about to take over this area. Them girls, determined, empowered, and motivated. It's 3 of us: Demita Queen, Deborah Franklin, and yours truly, Miss Be Inspired. A collaboration that y'all are just going to love. It's a movement, and them girls.
Don't they
It's
have a
not
show?
just us, huh?
They have a show, right?
Who?
Them two have a show.
Well,
together.
Deborah does. She has conversations with Deborah Franklin. And Demita, she's been a vocalist. She's opened up for big celebrities before and all that good stuff.
Why didn't you give her to me with the?
I got-
It's my song. I'm
What
making
I
it
do
Happy
wrong?
Thanksgiving,
What I do?
family.
I did something wrong. What I do?
You did. You just made me ask you.
But yes, so y'all will get a chance to meet. Y'all will get a chance to meet them. But yeah, so them girls, Mark, we want to come through
Them
and support
girls.
that event because we're gonna be going all over this city, just covering events that's happening in the community. Them girls.
We got Marnie had created that event yesterday. Where
Hello,
we
hi,
Hello.
welcome. Come on
This
in.
is not the outfit I wanted to wear, but okay.
Oh,
She actually knows your husband too. We did a place when we was
Yes,
at church.
a long time ago.
right.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Both of the plays.
Well, before we did before his home.
Right. Hey,
Yeah, how you
come on,
doing?
We
Blessed,
got a
nice to
full
meet you.
house
Birthday today or
tonight,
yesterday?
y'all.
Oh no, my mother's birthday today.
Hey, you're back.
Glad
No,
to be
that's
back.
Blizzard. That's not my
Oh, snap! I didn't know you worked for UPS.
We got ups in the house.
Yeah, hey, representing Saturday.
UPS, if y'all don't understand.
We got AAA. We got. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's
Benefits.
right. Well, congratulations, because ain't nothing wrong with employment. Hello, amen.
Bro, keep it on, bro. Keep it on. Represent.
I won't be keeping that for so long. I prefer self-employment.
And
Word.
actually, he has
It's a
on a shirt.
benefactor.
That's
It
right.
is.
It is. He has on a shirt that actually he
UPS
actually
though.
made. Because he also makes T-shirts, y'all.
Be more strong.
He made that. So
Designed by my friend Akia Jones.
Are
Huh?
we getting those for Kwanzaa?
I mean, I do have some extra ones.
Okay.
we're gonna have to
Oh, the camera on that side.
Yeah, it's right here.
Okay, let me suck it in.
So this is Bree.
Thank you for telling me.
There you go.
Okay.
Let me get out your spotlight.
Yeah, I just got to put the head of this side.
Comedian, all of those
Ah.
things. Since she moved back, she left us, deserted us, and went back to New Orleans.
Not deserted, just temporarily. I let somebody take over the, you know, you let people take over the rent.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I'm sub, what you call it?
Subleasing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all right. That's all right. Sometimes you gotta uproot and go somewhere else for a little bit of time, you know.
She didn't. She had to. She deserted it. She got a degree. She
Wait,
left.
pause for the cause, everybody, because I recall Nate partially deserting us to move to Philly.
But I'm here.
Ooh.
But I'm here.
Can I get a? Ooh. Can I get a bell?
But I'm
Message.
here. though,
I
as
know,
much
but
as
I'm just saying,
Message.
can't be the pot calling the kettle.
First of all, Blizzard.
What up? I was waiting for that sound effect, man.
On my way, brought back up and everything.
Yes, but thank you. Yeah, so if y'all didn't know, yes, This Be Inspired will be cutting out early tonight because the Sesame Street Christmas special will be on tonight, and my little ones are like sending me threatening text messages to make sure
dang.
that I show up on time.
Swirl in the face.
Where's it at?
Huh?
Where's it at?
Oh, it's gonna be on TV.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna make this whole big
He's not a
production.
parent. He don't.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He
know.
doesn't.
I thought it was
These
like.
things are-
You
It's
know what I'm
okay.
saying,
I'm not a parent either.
These
Yeah.
things are important.
My daughter was
Me.
persistent about making a gingerbread house, so
Yeah.
I understand, girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
I thought it was like.
I have some support because usually it's just
Yeah.
a whole bunch of testosterone again. So finally I got some
And you got
support. So
estrogen
thank
and
you.
The estrogen is here, girl.
Yes, thank
And it's a little bit too much.
Yeah, okay.
So
I got you.
let me know when I should limit it. 'cause-
Okay.
The only kid that I have to deal with is my sister, and she just wants piggyback rides and just
I forgot he was a baby. I was like,
yeah.
Oh, you ain't got no money to spend on. That's why.
No, I mean like she
That's
says
all
she
you can give out
wants.
is piggyback. Right?
And she says she wants everything, but then at the end of the day, I'm like, okay, so what do you want? And she's just like, let me ride on your back, cause like she's really big now, and I'm just like, you're like 7.
yeah, I don't think
Get
I-
off my back.
Yeah, you still let her do that.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
And
You
she
need
still
your back.
jumps up. I'm
You need
strong
your back.
enough for it. I've been doing it.
I ain't say you wasn't strong
but
enough, but I'm just
You need to
saying.
conserve some of that energy.
Yeah.
Let me just be real honest. I don't give my kids no piggyback rides, nor do I let them sit all on my lap right now. They are huge. They are pushing up and down, and ain't nobody got time for that.
My grandma used to tell me,
So-
you need your back.
Yes.
You need your back. You
When
gotta
she
make
gets
love.
90 pounds. I'm not picking her up anymore. I'm like, you're too big.
Yes. It's like, I don't think so.
I'm loving your bang.
Thank you.
All the colors.
Thank
I love it.
This is the fashionista of Big Smooth.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
The rest of us is coming.
I-
Yeah, really.
You ain't even know.
on it.
Yeah, I like that bang, girl.
Thank you.
You gotta deep condition it, but I like it.
Thank you. That's true. That is true.
On a weekly basis.
Keep it moisturized. Yes,
You're
I
about to be
realize
America's Next Top Model with you and Valicia together.
Yeah, so yeah. Shout out to Valicia, who is my assistant, but she has her own thing going on now. We only got 30 seconds. I can't even get it all into that. But shout out to Valicia. She is a fashionista, and she also
still has the Cardi Man clothes for this school.
we don't root for her, I think. I don't know.
No love for the homies.
It's just encouragement. It's encouragement.
Yes. All right. So
No love for
listen,
them.
when we come back from the break, we're gonna do a couple of announcements and all that good stuff, and then our guest Katora Duncan will be calling in, hanging out with us, and later on in the show, Nella Chickaway will be skyping in from Australia.
Skype.
Yeah, so you gotta stay tuned right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BigExposedRadio.com.
Oh, I'm gonna be right.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
So now we are in reactive mode. You know, with our young people, we don't spend enough time working with them, preparing them, inspiring them, mentoring them. And so now we're faced with a generation that's like, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Right.
I have no respect for you, because what have we done to help them except to say that, like I was telling the HL7 that, you know, I get highly upset when adults forget that they were ever young, and the first thing they say is young people are up to no good. You know, well, you're not helping them. What are you doing to inspire them? Right. So to me, that's reactive, because now that they're in the street cutting up, now you like, oh, we need to do something with our children, or we need to start schools earlier so we can get them off the street, or we need to do this. To me, that's reactive.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Black by Demand radio show.
2 years ago. If you broke that bike and it don't work, that's on you, brother. I suggest you get that toolkit out back and then start working with it, right? Yeah. So my son's looking at me like, wow. And I broke down to him how we had got fixing flat tires down to a science. You understand what I mean? Sticking the tube in the water. Right? Talk to me, brother. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, critical thinking. And see, and we look at that now, and like kids, they not as on hands like we were back in the day.
That's because nowadays you don't have to put the bikes together anymore. They can come assembled.
Yeah, everything's coming assembled.
In the store, they ask you like if you want it already assembled.
Right.
Back then, you just got the box with 1,000,000 pieces.
Right, and today I don't think they could work with that.
It's just like the thought process. Nowadays, you get a bike that's already put together. Now, when you were younger, you had to put this bike together.
You got to put it together.
That basically closes your mind into learning how to do something.
Yes.
Now you're giving it something. So, okay, you take this, and this is what it is.
Right.
So now we have to run with this instead of teaching the child. This is how you put this together, so you see the result as this.
Right. Critical thinking. I like that. So look, not to cut you off, Miss Denise, but let's go to our first commercial break, and then we're going to come back and finish talking about critical thinking.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. Is that what you was talking about?
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I ain't gonna put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
Is there lies button?
Somebody slapped me on my face with one before. I had to get up and go wash my face. That was done. I said, how dare you? You filthy ass animal. Get the hell out of my house. It was a problem. Because it's like, clearly, you don't remember when I met you, I checked your teeth to make sure you had them all? Because that's a problem for me, too, your dental hygiene. Because if you're missing a tooth in the front, that means you don't brush your teeth at all. I'm sorry. And I know Jabro just had that tooth missing and all, but if I would have met him on the road and, he would have been trying to, I'd have been like, what's going on?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
He is.
He's 12. He's very like
I
Welcome back, everybody.
Bloopers.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It's live entertainment. That's what happens. You are catching the tail end of our break conversation. Sometimes that does happen. It just kind of carries on.
The curse did the curse word make it? I hope
no, it did not.
Okay,
that was good. That's okay. It didn't make it.
I got good sense now. But we are not gonna call you back.
Yeah, no. Welcome back, everybody. This is Miss B Inspired on the mic.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
And the artist at Angel 8. Artist, yeah. HL7 Azure. I forgot. It's been so long.
Yeah.
I haven't been Azure for so long. Like,
that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say he's allowed.
I'm not working any harder than I was before.
And we got guests in the studio. So what's going on?
Rika Ruby,
who is responding to POF messages.
Oh.
Okay.
You brought me here. You brought me here.
It's a Be Inspired radio show.
Well, I might be inspired with somebody to message somebody back.
That's all right. This is bringing some life to the show. We appreciate that. We like that. It's okay.
So what are y'all plans? I mean, anybody going any place? Where we going at, Blizzard?
Yes, he's the one with the roadmap. And I gotta give a shout out because I think it was Deborah, somebody who called me out over the break and said stop playing with my sweater thing because I was doing like this.
Elegance.
So I had to thank you. Shout out for calling me out on my show. Thank you. Appreciate it.
They be watching.
Paying attention.
Don't dig up your nose.
But anyway, so family, listen, tonight we have a fabulous guest. Couture Duncan will be hanging out with us. I did bring her CD cover. Let me see. I want to make sure you see it. Yes. It's entitled My Prayers, and she has 3 amazing songs on there: Drawn to Love, Walk With Me, and God Be Big. And all 3 of these songs are amazing, I promise you. I wish I could let you hear all of the songs on there, but
what's the gospel album?
Yes.
Hallelujah.
Yes.
Glory to you.
You're very versatile. I like that. I love it. So she'll be hanging with us after the break. We'll make sure that you at least get to hear the song. If you go to our Be Inspired radio show page, you will see the video there. Make sure that I posted Drawn to Love, I believe. And then as the week goes on, I'll post some other ones so you can see the song and hear it. And just show some love because she is a hardworking, independent artist. She is doing the thing. I got a chance to meet her at the Live on Purpose conference back in September that I hosted, and it was just amazing. So make sure you support, and she'll be giving us more information about how you can get her music. Make sure you support independent artists.
Where's she from?
She is from, wait a minute, I don't know, we'll find out when she I did, don't hold
you said she called from Australia, right?
No, Nella is.
Oh,
I have to make sure I find out.
She calling tonight too?
Huh?
Nella calling tonight?
Yes,
okay.
She's calling, and I will actually be leaving early, so I'm gonna miss out on Nella tonight. But she's amazing. You'll love her.
She had somebody's house for Thanksgiving right now anyway.
She probably is, yeah.
Because it's the daytime or whatever.
Yeah, actually, and they just had their daylight saving time too. Yeah. So. Yeah, she probably hanging out with somebody.
To me. Why can't it be the same time? Like,
oh, that hour set me back though.
Because that's how great our God is.
And
don't question.
Backwards, because I normally get more out of when it springs forward.
Yeah.
Than when it falls back.
Oh yeah.
Like I just be out of whack.
Yeah.
When it comes back.
Yeah, when it falls back, it's hard. First of all, because your body is already used to going to bed earlier, and that's later, however, which way it is. And so it's hard. Like for me, I'm like, it's only 7 o'clock. Like when
right.
you
that's
know,
why I've been doing homework with my daughter because she's sleepy already.
Right.
I'm forcing her to stay up.
Like our body hasn't adjusted.
I'm with Nate. Let's just keep it the same time all year.
Yeah.
There are countries that do that.
Right.
I'm quite sure things get out of whack when that happens.
Yeah.
I bet you New Zealand does it. That's a pretty smart country. Low crime.
Yeah.
You know, look where being smart got us.
They said it was working.
Right. All right, so yeah, thank you everybody. And also, I want you to be on the lookout for Pop Virtual Party with Fashionably Chic Tour. That is also hosted by Valicia, who we talked about a little earlier. She's the founder of Fashionably Chic Tour, and she's giving a virtual party starting this Friday, Black Friday.
I wonder if you can buy into that.
So,
what you mean? Oh, you can, yes. So they're going to have some folks on there that are from boutiques that'll be showcasing some of their stuff, and you actually get to purchase some of those items right there online.
So,
and go ahead.
How does that work? The virtual party.
So there will be a particular link that you have to go to. It's like a closed group. Like, you know, you go to a Facebook
I'm sure
group.
Jaden Smith knows how it works.
Probably does. He's Jaden Smith. Like, I'm just saying. Jaden Smith was doing the wearing female clothes before the rappers were doing it. So
he ain't the first one to go in drag. Come on now.
But
no,
I'm just saying when he did it, every other rapper started doing it. Just saying. Everyone was talking about it.
No, when RuPaul did it, everybody else started doing it.
When RuPaul did it now everyone's mad at RuPaul. So
wow, what did he do?
Because he says something about being trans, and now everyone hates him.
Oh.
They get over it. They forget about it.
It's so commonplace nowadays.
Yeah, that's like
just how they forgot about
Right.
Chick-fil-A being homophobic. I'm throwing a lot of shade tonight.
That's why when you become a blue collar worker, it's so much aggression.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. The frustration is all built up.
But my jobs are cool though. Like
you just got there.
I mean, but I don't like in both of my jobs. I don't really. I just talk to people and be chilling. Like.
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out, Astro. Let it take a breath.
We're not gonna scare. I'm not gonna scare you. It's gonna be pleasant the rest of your life.
Let's smoke some weed.
You know it's gonna be pleasant because I'm not staying there the rest of my life. I can't.
No, you're an entrepreneur. Keep down that track. Do that. Work for yourself.
It's just a benefactor. So don't ever look at it as a job because then you will get stuck there. So it's a benefactor.
Damn, I should have signed my name up there.
Oh yeah, have you signed the wall yet?
I did, but I should have did it right there.
Oh yeah.
Nobody. It's only one name. I should have did it like above. Damn.
I have only
I can just do it again.
one full-time job.
Really?
I will never have a full-time job because any time working for someone else, I consider part-time.
Okay.
Mic drop.
Amen.
Okay then.
Yeah,
Bars.
you know when you get that check, though. But I bet you want a full-time check.
I did. I'll take the part-time check. I'm okay with it. My part-time check goes to my full-time business.
Amen.
Okay. That's how that is how I view my 9 to 5. It is a means to an end for me.
Right.
So I'm stacking my coins because that one fateful day is gonna come where I'm like, you know, I was thinking. Yeah.
That makes me question. When do you sleep, Blizzard?
Who, me?
That's right, because this dude got how many
I
jobs?
sleep when I sleep, man.
Like, when do you find time?
Whenever I find time.
No matter when I go to Facebook or Instagram, he's saying I just got off on my way too.
Yeah. Is it 7:30 yet?
Blizzard doesn't sleep. He's
He got
too
money
cool to
though.
sleep.
Yo,
He
man.
got money to
I
loan
sleep,
out.
trust me.
I think so.
You know what? I know how you do it. You just keep popping them sweet tarts.
Man, I'm in a minute, son.
I think our guest is joining us already. Katura, is that you?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
So well, and you? Oh, we are so. Huh? Say that again. Thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Look, are you doing any Thanksgiving prepping?
Just getting the rest that I need to eat. That's all.
I know that's right. That's exactly how I feel this holiday season. I will be at someone else's house on this Thanksgiving. I'm going to fix a little something for the kids and family to have at home, but the big time eating is going to happen at family's house.
Yes, indeed.
So thank you so much, everybody who is just tuning in. Our very special guest, Katura Duncan, is on the line with us tonight. Tell everybody hello, Katura.
Good evening, everyone. How are you?
Was that a song you was about to sing?
Hi.
No.
She has I know she has a naturally beautiful voice. If you do not know, a beautiful, and like she is, when she sings, it's very effortless. You know, she's just, yeah.
When we get a song?
That's.
We'll see how they go.
So that's Nate. If you did not know, Nate is one of the senior producers or executive producers.
Senior.
Because I always get the title incorrect.
Nate.
But he's one of the senior producers here at the studio.
Gotcha.
Yes, and then we also have Blizzard in the studio.
Yeah, though.
And we got HL7 Azure hanging out.
I remembered something.
Hola.
After this, when is our winter break for the station?
Oh, yes. So let me make sure I let everybody know. Yes, we will be going on winter break December the 15th through January the 2nd.
And January the 2nd is when, actually, no, the first Wednesday after we come back will be I've Been Here for a Year officially.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Yeah.
Look.
Because I started.
Wink, wink.
Because I started the first week that we came back from the original break.
Yeah.
So it's about that time.
Nice. Well, we'll celebrate. We'll make sure we celebrate. So, Katora, what's new? What's going on? How has things been since the last time I got to see you back in September?
Wow, things have really, God is amazing. Things have really been consistent and going really well in a non-traditional way.
Yes.
So for those who don't know me, I am Katora Duncan. I am a gospel artist or a Christian artist, and I love to sing for Jesus.
Yes.
But that's not all that I do. For the last 10 years, I've worked in a lot of different areas within the music industry. I've done management, I've done some promotion and some marketing stuff, and I've been an assistant to various artists, like The Truth. That's where I started about 10 years ago. So I've been putting on all of my hats recently, and just allowing God to do whatever He feels is best to do through me. So recently, we had a big concert here in Philly. I'm from Philly. On Saturday, called the Holiday Praise Concert, and there were a number of artists: Jonathan McReynolds, Deshaun Mitchell, Ricky Dillard. Who else was there? J.J. Harrison. And we had some local artists. One is Tanisha Patton and a gentleman named Edward Buster Fields. And they had a really awesome concert, but I was able to be behind the scenes doing production.
Nice.
And it was really fun, long days. But it's been amazing. And then the next morning, I got a chance to do the national anthem in front of 20,000 people here at the Philadelphia Marathon. So I've been, God has just been amazing and allowing me to experience some really non-traditional and diverse opportunities inside and outside the, Christian or church arena. So I'm excited about what's next.
That is amazing. Yeah, because at the Live on Purpose conference, first of all, that event was very life-changing. But we all made some declarations at that event about where we wanted to be a year later when we meet back at the Live on Purpose conference. So I'm excited to hear that some things are already starting to open up for you.
Yes, it's been good. It's been good.
So, of course, I've had your CD in heavy rotation in my car because, first of all, you know the one song that I'm like so in love with, which is "Drawn to Love."
Yes, that is a God that literally, I say all the time, I thank God for allowing me to sing it because the words literally came from Him. In worship, He gave me the words to the song, so I kind of am the co-writer of the song, but I'm good when God is, when God takes the lead. So, yeah. I'm happy that it's ministering to your soul.
Yes, and I know a few others who have been enjoying it too. And of course, you know, my best friend Kendra, she has the CD as well, and she loves it too. So trust me, you have fans. You have some fans in us for sure.
Awesome, thank you so much.
But you are an amazing songwriter, just in general. Did you write all 3 of the songs that's on the CD?
Yes.
Wow. So where do you get your inspiration? Is it mostly in worship, and how does it come when you write?
The best stuff. For those 3 songs, they were all in worship or during worship time or my personal time with the Lord. And then for like Drawn to Love, it came in increments. It didn't all come in one time. So I got the chorus at one point. I got the verses during like a devotional time with the Lord, and then I went to a centennial, I think I'm saying it wrong. But anyway, I went to a Christmas concert, and they sang John 3:16 as a Christmas song, and I had never thought about it as a Christmas song. And after that event, I was like, wow, this is like the ultimate Christmas song. Like, this is the reason why we celebrate. This is the reason why we celebrate Christmas. And when I wrote the song, it was around the season. So I got that part of the song then, and then Draw Me Near, the hymn has always been a dear hymn to my heart. So it kind of came in increments, and that has been how God has given me lyrics to the songs. The recent song that I put out was God Be Big, and that song came in increments as well. It started off with my pastor at the time. I had just finished leading worship, and he turned to me and was like, you need to be praying God Be Big. And I was like, okay. I don't know what that is. I was like, okay. All right, sure. I'll pray God Be Big. And I did it out of obedience, but it wasn't until I started meditating it and doing it that God revealed to me that I didn't necessarily believe that I believed that he would be big for you, and I would go in for you, but I wasn't necessarily believing that he would be big for me.
Yes.
And that he would do the things that I needed to have done in my life. So it was an awakening for me, and it was as time went on, the Lord began to show me that God Be Big literally meant, God, I believe for you to be who you are, and that you'll do what you said you're going to do. And because I believe it, I'm going to stand on it. So it has 2 parts of it. Like, I believe what God says he's going to do, but I also believe it to the fact that I'm going to stand on it and I'm not going to waver from it. So we both have a role to play.
Absolutely.
in this relational experience with him. So, yep.
So, as I was listening to your music, I also heard like jazz influences. So what is your musical influence? Because I know you said you love all types of music, but what is your greatest musical influence?
I like soul music. Most of all, I like the music that like hits you at the core of you. So like some of my favorite artists are not necessarily. Some of my favorite artists are Lisa McClendon, Jill Scott, Anita Baker, the Old Commission.
Right. Yes, I agree with you on that, Katora. Yes.
Yeah, like those are some of my favorite. CeCe Winans. Those are some of my favorite artists and inspirations. But I would say I have my biggest inspirations come from like the soul genre. So India Arie and Lisa McClendon, from a female artist perspective, would probably be the closest that I would kind of relate myself to.
I could see that. Yeah, I can definitely see that. And they're the ones you named are very versatile too. Is that the field that you're going for as well?
Yeah, like, I don't want you to hear an album from me and everything sounds the same. and because of the fact that I like all types of music, I think that shows in the songs that I write or the songs that I will be putting out, the songs I have put out and will be putting out in the future, because they all may have like a different groove to them, but in regards to my voice, I can change it, but I can't. But so much. So it just still has that soulful, you know what I mean, tone and undertone to it.
Right, yeah. That was going to be my next question, because I listened to these 3 songs and I was looking for more. I was like, oh, I could actually go for a whole CD of songs. So is that the plan? When are you planning to release new music?
That is the plan. By fall of 2018, I hope to have a complete or releasing 10-song project available.
Awesome.
And I have plenty of songs to put out there, but just want to make sure that, you know, I want to present music that will really touch and impact lives and hearts. Yes. At this point, I just don't want it just to be another CD that you have here. You know, the rotation, I want it to be something that's really impactful. So I'm just being prayerful about what to put out and when.
Absolutely.
But that's the goal is fall 2018. So let's see how that works.
So with all the backstage work, or behind the scene work you've done, how has that prepared you to be your own artist or be an artist for yourself?
I'm so thankful for it, because one of the things I wanted to do early on, like when I even started to get into my degree, is in business management and administration. But I've been singing since I was 6, and that's always been one of the things that I've always wanted to do. But I also have seen so many of my friends who are artists, and I have a lot of friends that are musicians, get burnt because they didn't know the business side of it. So early on, I wanted to make sure that I knew both the business and the artist side or talent side of it, so that I can be better prepared, and so that I can present myself better, and that I can take care of my business. You know, I still take care of my home, my kids, and all that type of stuff. So I feel that it has one, helped me not to take for granted the energy and the effort that it takes to present quality music or quality anything. Like it's a lot of legwork that happens before you get to a concert. It's a lot of legwork that happens before you get to even putting out an album. Like before you put out an album, and you want to make sure that all of your credentials are put in place, and that you have your copyright, and that you registered, and that when people are playing your music, that things are put in place. So the behind the scenes has allowed me to see beyond just the product, all of the work and the intricate parts that it takes to put together a product, and then have a product that is marketable and impactful first of all, and then marketing.
I was going to ask too, since you know both sides, both the business and the talent side of it, would you ever consider managing talent?
I have managed talent. I've managed. I worked with management teams for various artists, most on the gospel hip hop side, and with the radio host. So I've done that, and it's a lot of work. Yeah, it really is. It's a lot of work, and there is a lot of expectation. There's a lot of expectation, and there's also, it's almost like taking care of somebody else's baby. Right. You have a vision for your child, and it's then the manager's job to implement that vision. But at times, the manager may have a vision too. Right. So, and as an artist and a manager, it's like, well, let's think about this. Like, you gotta have to take a back seat to that. So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of responsibility, and I have done it, and I still do do it just on a like consulting basis, or for my friends, like I'll help you out here, I'll help you out there. But to do it full time, that's just not the direction that I would like to go in.
I got it.
But I do still do it, but just for chosen, or not even chosen, just for people that have already done it for in the past, and kind of just like on a consulting or as needed basis.
Right, and I can see that will probably even take away from your own endeavors. So I could totally understand that, definitely. So if someone wanted to get a hold of your music, how can they do that?
It is available on iTunes, on SoundCloud, on Google Play, anywhere you can get your digital music. You can find Couture Duncan's music, and you can follow me on Instagram and on Facebook under Couture Duncan's music.
And I did subscribe to your YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I did, yes.
I'm on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
And the event that I did on Sunday for the national anthem, I just put that video up there too.
Okay, so I'll have to go back and check it out. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I did see it there, but I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I mainly went on so that I could listen to the songs again, and also to get the link and share it. So we did share Drawn to Love to our Be Inspired radio show page on Facebook, and we'll continue to share that out if you don't mind.
Absolutely not.
Okay, yes. We want to make sure people know about this music.
I still appreciate that.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, okay, well, we're getting ready to go to break. that 30-second sign came up fast. So we're getting ready to take a break. When we come back, family, more with Couture Duncan. She is an inspirational gospel artist, and she's hanging out with us tonight. So stay tuned so we can hear more about the wonderful things that she is doing right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Oh, damn, I'm just
Thank you for tuning in to BeExposedRadio.com. Sit back, relax, and listen to this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
Every time.
You just have to really
have faith and believe.
Right, and it's everything isn't going to be cotton candy and clouds all the time, but you have to, even in the midst of a storm, you have to speak light over a situation and life over a situation. You cannot always go into every situation. Sometimes it gets above you, and sometimes you got to speak over yourself and bring yourself back to focus, and because you already there. But in most cases, we take ourselves there. We walk ourselves over that dark threshold because it's easy for us. It's easy for us to be victimized and to be downtrodden and in that dark place when things happen to us. But you got to figure out how to successfully move into that. And a lot of you may say, what does this have to do with being an artist? It has a lot to do with being an artist, because I don't want to just talk about ticket sales. I want you to be a healthy, long-lasting artist in your own right, a long-lasting entrepreneur. And sometimes we try to mask what's going on with us with putting ourselves to work. So I'm gonna put myself deeper into this project, and it was times where I didn't want to be a part of things. I didn't want to be, because I wasn't whole. I wasn't happy with where I was at, with things that was going on in my life, and I didn't care how successful a play was. Like I just didn't care, but all I knew was to work. So I would put myself deeper into work, and I didn't address what was going on, and sometimes that made the situation worse, because once this play or this project is over, I still gotta face that. So I was sweeping it under the rug and not thinking about it and not focusing on it, and all the while it's growing and festering and getting worse. And I'm over here just trying to be an artist, but you gotta heal from within, and it's an ongoing process, and you may never get to your destination, but the journey itself is worth fighting for. Even if you don't make it, or you transition before you get there. But
I don't have that if factor. It's like, when we make it, we're going to make it. It's like, I don't know. Some people's like I'm not knocking what you saying if, but my version of if is like, it's not. It's like it's doubt, and
Right.
I try not to have if in there, because if you have if, then that means it's a but.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
To the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. This is your girl, Miss Be Inspired, on the mic.
And the artisan angel HL7 Azrael. I did it right.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And Blizzard he stepped out for a second. He will be right back. Nate is also going to be coming back in just a few minutes.
You already know.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for holding it down for Blizzard. And then we have our amazing special guest, Katora Duncan, who is hanging out with us tonight. Hey, Katora.
Hello.
And she is calling, you're in Philly, right?
Yeah.
She's calling all the way from Philly, family. That's love right there.
It is.
To hang out with us. And she's calling in from Philly. I love it. I love it. And in case you did not know, she has an amazing CD out called My Prayers. The 3 songs that are on there is Drawn to Love, Walk With Me, and God Be Big. And I promise all 3 of those songs are amazing. And you can get those songs anywhere where digital music is sold. Google Play, iTunes, you name it. You can go there and look up Katora Duncan and you can find her music. Also, I will encourage you to go to her YouTube page and subscribe to her channel, Katora Duncan. You'll be able to hear the songs there, and also you get some bonuses because she also has posted other videos from things and events that she has done. So I encourage you to go and like and subscribe to her page, and you can follow all the wonderful things that she is doing.
So I have 2 questions.
Okay.
One seemingly unrelated, and one very related.
And that's HL7 Azrael who's speaking.
Yes. Okay. So the first one, you say you were from Philly, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just curious, like with the whole Meek Mill thing in the news, how is the city, like, do you see the city being affected by it?
Affected in which way?
Like, because a lot of people were saying that because he was so influential and he was in the community, that a lot of people are reacting and rallying behind him.
I think there has been some die down. Initially there was, a lot of showing up support or rallying and coming together to show their support for him. I have seen some like buses and some billboards like Free Meek Mill. Since in that time, I would say, however, that it's kind of died down. I would say, from my perspective, and I'm not everywhere at all times, so I can't really speak to it totally. But I know he still has supporters. It's just not as visible as it was initially, which I guess is seemingly expected.
Oh, okay. Well, and for my other question, so in every artist's life, well, there's a couple parts of this question. When you tried to be slick, when you started doing music, did you start as a gospel artist?
Yeah.
Okay. So what made you just immediately start as a gospel artist?
Well, I feel, for me, to be a gospel artist is not just, it was just a reflection of my lifestyle. It is to sing gospel or to even be a Christian artist is more what I like to kind of identify myself as, whereas over gospel, not because it means anything different, but just to me. I'm a Christian before, in everything. Yes. So as a Christian artist, I chose I am, and that's what I choose to represent. And then I believe that the message is what makes it what it is. It's not necessarily the style of it. So for me, Christian music can have a folk style. It can have a jazz style. It can be, country. It could be, it can be anything. And because the message is more of what I want to get across, that's why I chose to be a Christian artist.
Yeah.
I really respect that. I've always believed that we need to get back to having a message in music.
I agree.
So, yeah.
I agree with that too. I think, and I like the perspective that you gave in terms of Christian artists. And I don't think I thought about it in the way that you explained it, but it makes sense. First of all, it's not limiting. If you call yourself a Christian artist, you're not boxing yourself in. You're able to, like you said, your music could be different things, different types of styles. But not only that, it's reflective of your faith, it's reflective of your lifestyle, and then it's inclusive. It's not, like, when I say inclusive, I mean it's not limiting. You can just do so much with Christian artists.
I mean, again, I think it's the message and what I am using the music to share.
Yes.
The message that I'm using the music to share is that Jesus loves you.
Yes.
He died on the cross for sins, and he already paid the price so that you can not only live in heaven, but you can live here in abundance.
Yes.
So, that's the message that I believe that we as Christians are to share.
Yes.
And music is the tool in which I use to share it.
Yes, absolutely. Awesome. The message. That's the key, family. The message. So, Katora, we know Thanksgiving is coming, and we always like to have fun with our guests. So, question for you. What is your favorite food for Thanksgiving? Turkey.
No, it's not. My favorite Thanksgiving meal, my aunt always makes pepper steak and rice. For Thanksgiving, that is the thing I look forward to every Thanksgiving. My aunt's pepper steak and rice.
Pepper steak and rice. I know that's right. Blizzard was the one who said turkey, by the way, because that happens to be his favorite.
And then I like the wings of the turkey, and I don't necessarily like everything else. So as long as I can get a turkey wing and some pepper steak.
On Thanksgiving, I've realized in this, I feel like it's just me, so please let me know. But on Thanksgiving, I feel like out of all of the meats, like ham and all that other stuff, like turkey's kind of losing there.
Yes, turkey is losing big time.
Turkey's kind of losing because turkey be a little dry sometimes.
That's the same thing I said.
And then after that, it's like birds get their flavor from the skin, and there's not that much skin.
You put some good gravy on that thing, because it ain't never dry.
Blizzard, the first thing
that good gravy on that, boy,
the very first thing that we do at my house, and I always do this, I will admit it, I am that guy. If you're not there early enough, I go there and I slowly start picking the skin off the turkey, because that's where all the flavor is.
That's good.
But it's just like, I feel you just need that turkey because you need some extra sleep, Blizzard.
Comfort food for sure. All right, Katora, outside of the food, what is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving? What do you look forward to the most about Thanksgiving?
Laughter.
That's a good one.
The laughing and with family members and friends. Like, I actually think has become, I love the lights and the decor of Christmas.
Yes.
But Thanksgiving has become like my favorite holiday. It's no hustle and bustle. You can relax, you can enjoy.
Yes.
You can enjoy people, you can enjoy the time. It's fun, the fellowship, and all that. Christmas seems, and maybe because I have kids now too, Christmas kind of comes in because about them, and it's fast and it's in and out. Like it's almost like a wedding.
True.
Like you're all
It is so true.
Because my favorite holiday used to be
for the
Christmas.
hype, and then it's there, and then it's gone.
That is so true.
Now as an adult, I don't like Christmas.
Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
Because it's so chill. Like it's just chill. So I love just being able to, me and my cousins and we just laugh and act silly, and it's fun. It's like we get together, and that's what I enjoy about it, above anything.
I agree with you, Katora. I think Christmas is work when you're a parent. It's work because you're going about trying to find these Christmas gifts for your kids, and it's this big production the day of, and then the day after, it always feels weird and awkward because all of the hustle and bustle and holiday spirit is gone just like that.
Yeah, it's literally like people used to keep their trees up to like New Year's. Now they down 2 days later. I'm like, what happened to it?
All right.
Yeah.
So in our defense, for the people whose trees are always up, half of that is because of laziness, because we just don't feel like taking it down. Like.
I'm saying keep the tree up. Like keep it up. You can keep it up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have that tree up till Valentine's Day, man.
We're gonna leave our tree up all year because it's gonna go up next year. Might as well not take it down.
Now that I can't do. I can't leave my. Okay, so all right. So here's another question for you. So today, as I was in the car, I was listening to one of the stations here in Baltimore, and they already started playing Christmas music. So how early is too early to play Christmas music?
Well, let me tell you, I was driving down the street Halloween night, and they already had Christmas lights up in my neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, Dad, Thanksgiving is no love.
Right.
So I think that's too early. I think the day after day after Thanksgiving is good.
Okay, I agree.
Christmas after that, I don't think that we need to start it any earlier than that. But once Thanksgiving is over, I'm all for it. But I think Thanksgiving should get a little bit more.
I agree. And you realize there really aren't that many Thanksgiving decorations.
I mean, I don't necessarily use it. I'm just saying. I'm like, Christmas, for real, all right. It almost makes it too long that you, like I said, by the time you get to it, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
It's over.
That is the truth. So if you are just tuning in, we have our very special guest, Katora Duncan, that is hanging out with us. She has the CD, My Prayers, with the songs Drawn to Love, Walk With Me, and God Be Big. All three songs will bless you tremendously. I'm telling you, every time I listen to Drawn to Love, I go into complete worship. It never gets old. It always has the same effect on me. I move to tears. I'm in the car like, hallelujah, Lord, I love you. All in the car.
I got a question. I hope nobody asked me a question.
Okay, Blizz got a question for you.
So out of all three songs, which one would you say is the one that gave you the most challenge? And do you have a favorite song out of all three?
That's good.
Which one gave me the most challenge?
Yeah.
My favorite is God Be Big.
Yeah, that was hot too.
And I think my favorite now is God Be Big. My favorite before was Drawn to Love. So those are my two favorites. What is giving me the most challenge? I would say God Be Big. I would say God Be Big because it has come. It really does come from a place of having to live it out. Having to believe that God is big in my life when my life is crazy and has been crazy. Like the last 2 years have been super crazy. So God Be Big is personal to me, I guess, at this point because it's really my cry. Like, Lord, I need you to be big. There's some things in my life that I cannot do, and if you don't do them, they won't get done. So God Be Big. I think, does that answer your question?
Yes, ma'am. Completely. Appreciate it.
Do you ever take your kids to the studio with you?
I have. I've taken my daughter. So my son is he likes to drum. He's musical, but he's very active too. He's 8 and he's a boy. He's all boy, like 120% boy.
I have an 8-year-old boy too, so I know exactly what you mean.
Yes, he's all boy. But my daughter is very chill and laid back. I can get a lot done with her around, so I tend to be more eager to take her. Then my son, but yes, I've taken both of them with me to the studio, and it's been different experiences both times.
Yeah. So do you, I asked that question because of course I'm in entertainment in terms of media and some other things that I've done. And for me, it's important for my kids to see me in that element, to kind of see what I do. I've brought them to the studio with me a couple times. Not always the best experience because sometimes, you know, it's their program and not mine. They completely take over. But I like to see them, and I like for them to see me in that element. So do you feel that same way, or how do you feel about that and your kids seeing you do what you love to do?
I think it's super cool. So, like I said, Saturday I did the production for, I was working with the production for and I got to bring my children. They got to see it, they got to go behind, they got to go backstage, they got to do the meet and greet.
Nice.
But my mom was there with them.
Okay.
So it wasn't like I had to necessarily be mommy at that moment.
Right.
I was able to continue to work and know that they were okay. So in those moments, I'm good. But I really do want them to see what I do and be able to kind of explain what I do. And my husband and I just had this conversation actually yesterday. We both are in positions now where we can do what we love to do.
Wow.
There's a scripture that says, your gift will make room for you.
Yes. One of my favorite scriptures.
Yeah, and it's, I have a 17-year-old, I have an 8-year-old, I have a 6-year-old. And my 17-year-old, he was like, you know, he seemed kind of down in the moment. And he said, you know, I just realized that you can only be famous if you like play ball or if you are a musician or an actor or somebody. And I was like, no, that's not necessarily true.
Right.
I think different levels of fame, and that I think that there's different levels of fame. And in addition to the fact that there may be artists that I know and people around me may know, but if you're not into gospel, you have no idea who these people are, so they're not famous to you. Or there could be basketball players or football players or actors of any sort that I may know if I'm watching or involved in those sports, but other people may not know. They're not famous to them. I said, so it's important for you to be great at what you do.
Yes.
And as you're great at what you do, people around you that follow what you do, that you'll be known for that.
Yes.
So the goal can't be to be famous. The goal is just to be the best at what you do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Fame
Be
is...
the best you do. And your gift will make room for you. And my husband is a barber. He travels around the world cutting hair. And when he started cutting hair, he just wanted to cut hair.
Yes.
Because he was doing it. But now he's able to travel the world.
Wow.
I mean, the world, literally, cutting hair. And there are not too many people that are able to say that. I recently had an opportunity to go to Africa to sing. But even over the last weekend, opportunities have opened up for me, not because I was looking for them, because my goal was just to be great at what I do.
Yes.
So I feel like that's what I want to teach my kids, even more than just me doing what I do, me being great at what I do, and them just seeing the benefits of hard work and diligence and cultivating those gifts. So as a parent now, that's my job, to help cultivate their gifts so that this will make room for them. So that's the hard part about it. But
thank you for sharing that. That motivated me.
That is amazing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because, like, I've realized a lot of people, and this has always been a big thing for me personally as an artist, I hate when people do things specifically for, like, fame and money. And especially when it comes to fame, as you said, fame isn't really anything, because now, like, because you don't really have to be good at anything to be famous nowadays. A lot of people now are just famous for being famous, which makes no sense. But it's good to not really look for fame and not really search for money. But I've realized a lot of true artists, you can tell when your heart's really in it if you're doing it because you enjoy it. Of course, it's great, and everyone wants to be able to sustain themselves off of doing what they love. But there's a difference from wanting to sustain yourself by doing what you love or just doing something to get rich. And I'm happy that you're teaching your kids the difference, and you're teaching them to actually be good at what they do and what they like, so they can reach that point.
Right. Yep. That's the goal.
I was going to ask you too. So, first of all, I want to add on to what Azrael said, but I just want to say thank you for sharing your story, because I'm in a situation now where I work a 9 to 5, and there's purpose in my 9 to 5. But one day I'd love to be able to work for myself. And my husband, he's a filmmaker, he's a producer and director, and he's fortunate enough to work in an area that he loves, and he's actually in that where he's working full-time for himself, and he's doing amazing. So I appreciate you sharing that you and your husband are both able to do what you love and do it full-time. So I'm inspired, let me just say that. Thank you.
Awesome, but let me say that has not always been the case.
Yeah.
Like, I was a stay-at-home mom for 8 years, with the goal that I wanted to be able to pour into my kids in that manner. But my life changed, and I had to adjust.
Yes.
But my husband there was a time when, just being real, there was a time where I was like a little jealous, I want to say, because he got to do what he wanted to do every day. Like, and I love my kids, but this is what I had to do.
Yes.
And he encouraged that there will come a time when that will happen, and maybe least expect it. But I don't believe that. I believe that God will and has made space for that.
Yes.
And in addition to just a change of perspective as well. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Sometimes, our perspective has to change, and then we can kind of enjoy what we're doing in the process of getting to where we want to be. So.
Wow. Thank you for that. Also, you are a wife, a mom, you are an entrepreneur. How do you balance it all?
Grace.
Amen. I know that's right.
It's easy for me to get overwhelmed, and even that thought, like, okay, I have this going on, I have that going on, I have this going on, I have that going on, and the kids have this, and it's just a trillion things going on at one time. And just yesterday, I was in that overwhelmed space, and for me, that tends to be my roadblock. Like when I get overwhelmed, it's like, everything goes to stop. I'm just gonna lay down for a second. I can't do anything. And I actually was just praying, and I was like, God, I have to give this to you. And he reminded me that he is God, right?
Yes.
So everything is in his hands. He's dealing with my stuff, his stuff, and the trillions of people around the world stuff all at once. He is the master multitasker.
Yeah. Wow. I love that.
Okay, if you are the master multitasker and you live in me by your Holy Spirit, you're gonna give direction to this stuff. Like, everything is going to have its place. So in that, and this was just yesterday. So this is a new revelation. But in that, I find myself even today with a million things going on, just being like, you know what, God, you got it. You'll give me direction as to what needs to be done, and when it needs to be done, and how it needs to be done. And then something Robert Kiyosaki, the Rich Man Poor Man author, he put together I was watching it's Channel 12 here, but it's like WHYY, like one of their midnight shows. infomercial type things. And he was talking about having priorities. So there are things that are important but not urgent. There are things that are urgent but not important. There's things that are neither urgent nor important. Like being able to put things in categories and in place so that you know what to do, when to do it, and what can wait and what can't wait. And then in that, being able to kind of, you know, move and juggle the many hands that we have as wives and moms and people.
That's great. I mean, that's great advice. I think we probably don't do enough of that on a daily basis, because a lot of times when we apply that method, when we decide what's urgent, what's not, what's important, what's both, I think we think more long-term goals, things like that. But I don't think we do that enough on a daily basis, because that's realistically, that's when the overwhelming feeling comes in, when you have to deal with the everyday stuff that you have to do, the responsibilities that you just can't get away from, seemingly. But I don't think, for me, when you were saying that, I thought about my own self. Like on a daily basis, there are some things that aren't important or urgent, but some kind of a way they inch up that list and become urgent. And you know, so I think that's a great method to apply every day.
Right. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I'm excited, family. We have Katora Duncan hanging out with us. She has the wonderful CD, My Prayers, and the 3 songs that are on there are Drawn to Love, Walk With Me, God Be Big. All 3 songs are amazing. You can get this at all your major electronic music stores, Google Play, iTunes,
Spotify,
all that.
All of get that.
And make sure you go to the YouTube page, Katora Duncan, and subscribe. And not only will you be able to hear these 3 songs, but you'll also get to see other videos of events where she has performed and things that she is doing. So just stay tuned. Follow this woman. She is a powerful woman of God. She is doing amazing things, and most importantly, the message of Christ is what she is spreading and talking about. And I promise you, you will be blessed. You will enjoy this CD as much as I have, as much as everybody who has gotten it has. I'm telling you, when we were at the Live on Purpose conference, the Drawn to Love song took us in on Sunday. It changed the entire atmosphere of that workshop, of that service that day. And it was just amazing. You can feel the power of God all over. And every time I listen to it, I'm telling you, I go into straight worship. And it's one of those songs, too, that when you listen to it, you'll start humming it all day. And you're like, whoa, that really is in my spirit.
That's timeless. That's timeless music right there.
It is. It is. Yeah, so I know you said, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm happy you said that. Timeless music. That is one of the things that I desire to have.
Yeah.
Timeless music. Like when you listen to my music, I want it to be something that 20 years from now, you can still be like, this girl.
Yes.
Well, not even relevant, because that's not, you know, my goal, but that doesn't sound like it was 20 years old. Like it sounds like it's a song that is timeless. So I thank you for that. That's the goal. It's timeless.
So I forgot to ask you, do you have a website?
I do. It is being updated right now.
Okay.
But it is KatoraDuncan.com.
Okay.
Any upcoming shows?
Right now, I have some church dates here in the city, and in the beginning of the year, actually, I'm going to be doing a number of intimate nights of prayer and worship. Again, like I mentioned earlier, my goal is to impact lives. I believe that we serve a God that is a life changer, and church as usual is not where my heart is. I feel like, you know, the disciples went and changed the world. There's only 12 of them. Like, it's still more work to keep that greater work that we do.
Absolutely.
So it's still work to do. So my goal is to impact lives. It was not me, but was the Spirit of God that looked at me and what He's given me to do, and the testimony that He's given me. So in the upcoming months, first quarter of the year, I'm doing a number of intimate nights of worship with just prayer, sharing of my testimony and worship, and there'll be some things on social media and some, invitations that'll be going out. So maybe we can bring it to Baltimore.
Yes. Oh, you know we will.
Turn up.
And make it happen. But yeah, listen, I feel like time is short and there's too much going on for us not to be impactful. So I'm just trying to do my part at this point to make it happen.
Thank you, Katora. I just want to thank you so much for hanging out with us. And you know you are always welcome back. We appreciate you so much.
Definitely.
Thank you so much for having me. And I love this gray, green, and purple hair, honey.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's been the talk of the town at my job too. And you know, if your supervisor give you the approval, you know you're doing all right.
Yeah, with the supervisor, yeah.
I said, well, all right then. The boss is all right, so I'm good. Yeah, so thank you so much, family. I need y'all to support Katora Duncan. Please make sure you check out her music on all the major electronic music stores, and make sure you subscribe to her YouTube channel, Katora Duncan. Check out her music there. But I want you to support this woman of God. She's amazing inside and beautiful inside and out, and she's spreading the message of Christ, and that is what is most important. So thank you, Katora. Enjoy your Thanksgiving.
Thank you, guys. Nice. Have a good one.
You too. All right, family, that was Katora. We are getting ready to go to break, and I'm about to be out. I have to go and watch the Sesame Street Christmas special in about 40 minutes, so I gotta get on this road and book it home. But y'all are in the capable hands of Blizzard and Azrael, and y'all are gonna hang out with Nella in just a few minutes. So stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Let's go to the telephone. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing, Wendy?
Fine, thanks.
I have a problem. Hope you can, help me solve it. Give me an idea of something.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'm 25 years old, and I'm a second grade teacher. And I've been engaged to my girl. Well, we've been together for about 2.5 years, and now we're engaged. Everything is going good with us. Back in October, I got a new student, and the child is being raised. He's a single, being raised by single parents. So the father, came up to the school to meet me. They're new in the area, so we started hanging out. Just watching games. Going to bars. Just chilling or whatever.
Got you.
Okay.
With your student's father.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's just nothing. He's new in the area. You just want to know some spots to go out or whatnot. So,
gotcha.
Okay. One night we were sitting, watching TV, had a couple drinks, and as you would say, we just talking.
Get ready on the button.
Okay. As you would say, make a long story short, he came over to me, unzipped my pants, and gave me a professional.
Okay. Had you ever had a homosexual experience up until this point?
No, I had not.
Had you ever thought about it?
I never even thought about it, Wendy. And the thing is...
But it was good, though, right? Because they say only a man knows how to please another man.
I mean, it was okay.
Oh.
It was okay.
Okay.
So, we continue to mess around or whatever. Been going on for, like I said, since about October. And now I'm at the point where I'm like, this is not right. I need to be...
Okay, I need you to hold on for just one moment while I do my break, but I need to come back on the phone with you.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so... God, I am so... So, is he gay?
I guess so.
What I mean is, was he gay prior to this? Is he a professional gay man?
I mean, I guess you could say that.
Okay. So now you have a lot of different issues going on within one telephone call.
Yeah, but this is the main issue.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay,
You are tuned in to BeExposedRadio.com.
So we were talking about critical thinking. So we definitely believe that critical thinking is one of the first things we need to start implementing. Not just simply being told things, or how about this? You know, we tend to listen to people who get assigned certain positions.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when they have certain positions, we tend to think that it's truth attached to that because of their position, right?
Right.
Is that always the case, though?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
It's probably one of the biggest reasons we should be doing some critical thinking.
Yes, I agree. I definitely.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
So we're going to get a little bit into the album with Miss Amira and learn the basis of it, the Banji soul of it all.
Yes.
So let us know, first of all, what is Banji soul?
Banji soul is basically just real. It's real soul. It's real. It's not cut down. It's not watered down. It's, you know, how as hot as it came off of my mind and my heart. That's what it is. And a lot of the times I get a little tangy, you know, tangy, banji, ratchet, whatever how you like to put it, classify it. But I like to say banji, you know, because I'm classy.
Banji is a little classier.
It's a little classier. That's got your pinky up.
Right.
You got your pinky up with that.
Okay, we got to keep the B's, the bougie, the banji.
Yeah.
Right.
So she's created her own lane, Banji Soul.
Hello.
So let us know what how that is covered in the album that released on the 9th of this month, right?
Yes, yes. Well, I did it to a number of industry tracks, including like the Beatles Come Together, and I did a Lindsay Lohan joint. You remember the Confessions of a Broken Heart?
Okay.
And a lot of stuff I aim to like change.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Yeah, we back live on the Be Inspired Radio Show only on BeExposedRadio.com with your boy Blizzard.
Can you hear me now?
And we have Nella on the line.
Hello. Can anybody hear Nella Chickway from Australia?
Headphones, Nate.
I can hear you.
Hello, Nella. She on it?
She hung up. She calling me. Talk. So
what's up, Nick?
Hello. Terrence, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me? Nala.
I think it's your headset.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Nella. Can you hear me?
Looks like the Mac doesn't want to work. How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Great. Now, you can see me, or do you need to see me?
Yes, say it again.
Yeah, you can see me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, good. Well, welcome. Happy Thanksgiving to be for you guys. How are you all going?
I'm doing pretty good. How was your Thanksgiving?
Yeah, well, we don't celebrate Thanksgiving, which is a shame in Australia, but my family do.
Okay, Thanksgiving is just a cool holiday for the food, to be honest with you.
Yes, we pretty much indulge on that and maximize on it during our Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But no, in Australia, we don't really celebrate Thanksgiving. It's an American thing and Canadian.
Yes.
But I love it. I love it. Black Friday is all
Yes.
happening. And
Cyber
today, Thursday, is exciting because Amazon is now officially in Australia. Amazon! Yes! Today's the day. So it's all exciting.
Okay.
There's a big thing happening in Australia. About 80% discount on all of retail.
80%.
Yeah, so they're doing a soft launch. It's all good.
Can I send you my list?
Right.
We all gonna have a
Yes,
listen
with
to
your
send it right
card.
over.
It's all good. I did see that Naomi's gone, and and I wish her all safe travels. So just give me thumbs up. I'm just using my iPhone at the moment since the Mac didn't want to respond to Skype. So I'm just going to carry on and speak this afternoon or this evening about the power of collaboration. And then, of course, Terence, you give me the thumbs up, my friend, in regards to when I can just stop for the break.
Gotcha.
But the question I have as an entrepreneur for all the listeners out there and that are going to be listening to the replay, my name is Nella Chikwe. I'm an entrepreneur and a leadership advisor and founder and CEO of 2 companies, Winston Cartier Publishing, as well as the founder of the Unstoppable Woman of Purpose Global Movement. So I'm here to be able to just impart some wisdom and inspiration and hopefully allow you to leverage off your business model if you haven't already done so, or hone in on your strategies moving forward, because we're coming close to the end of Epic Elevation of 2017, and the year's gone by ever so quickly. So I want to be able to hone into all the visionary entrepreneurial people out there that are either got their one foot dabbling in business, they could have another foot dabbling in employment or in corporate Australia or America. But if you are one way or the other in working for somebody or working for yourself, whether we like it or not, one way or the other, we are all effectively or possibly not effectively collaborating one way or the other. But when we come in towards a profitable and a successful collaboration, there are certain keys and certain things that you need to be mindful of when you are initiating a great collaboration between a joint venture partner or an associate or a team leader or someone that can come and help you to build and grow your business from where you are in this point in time. There is power in collaboration, let me tell you. Provided you're doing it correctly and you're aligning yourself with crystal clear intentions and attracting the right people of influence in your sphere of influence. You need to attract the right people. And you can only do that when your intentions are crystal clear. One thing I found that's ever so mighty and effective when it comes to collaborating and the power of collaboration, one thing you might want to write down for yourself or take a mental note is it creates value. It creates value for both of your partners, not just for yourself. It's for people that want to leverage off other people's contacts and networks and resources and tools and wisdom and experience and skill sets. So when you come together, you both have to equally, it's almost like a 50-50 share. It shouldn't be a 60-40. It should be a 50-50 share. What can you bring to the table of success? What can you bring to the table that's going to build your purpose on point and also build profits? Because it's not about just living a life of purpose. You want to bring your purpose to profit. Okay, so number one, it builds and creates value for both partners, but know exactly what value you are providing and what resources you're bringing to the table. So that's where crystal clear intentions and masterminding and mind mapping together over, lunch and dinner and all the things that you do when you connect with people and build relationships, that is key to your powerful collaboration steps and strategies. Number two would be results in a competitive advantage. So is it stronger? Is it going to be 1 + 1 = 3? Are you going to put 50 and 50% together? How are you going to break up the profits? What is the cost factor? And how is all that logistics and all of that manpower and the administration and the accounts and all of that? Line it all up. Know and have transparency in your communication with your alliances. Do not keep your thoughts quiet or dormant. Whenever you're collaborating, whenever you're networking, you're on the drawing board and you're at that boardroom meeting and something is triggering you in and you've got these instincts, don't sit on it for too long. You want to be able to leverage off it and you want to be able to move forward and know that you can bring all of your employees or all of your customers and clients and your business partners together, but you're being transparent in your communication on what may or may not work. Because if you don't say it and you keep it dormant, trust me, it's going to surface. Once you've shaken the hand, you've already rolled out the program, the product, the venture together, and there's going to be hiccups along the way. Of course, there's going to be inevitable things that do happen in any collaboration, but they can be minimized whenever the transparency and the communication is crystal clear, along with your intentions. Take account of your own ability as well, okay? So this will probably be step number 3 or strategy number 3, where you want to be able to leverage off your own abilities, but also leverage off your own partner. Know what your weaknesses are and know what your strengths are, and that of the partner. What can't they bring to the table? What are they willing to sacrifice in that collaboration as well? That is key. That's when you know true valued commitment and true networks, because as they say, networks determine your net worth. But if you know that your partner is weak in these particular areas, they may be your strength. And in that regard, it's still going to be a nice 50-50 balance. But if it's your weakness and their weakness, then you need to think, how do you outsource it? Who do you need to go and see that can fill the gap of that weakness in both parties, so that way the operations of that collaboration still remains powerful, if that makes sense. So don't just be experienced, you need to be experienced and skilled and have your communications down pat, let me tell you, and know where the mutual benefits lie between both parties, where your strengths are, whether you can marry them up together and make a beautiful recipe for success, and also focus on the weaknesses, what you can delegate, what you can outsource in order to still get the deal done and still get that collaboration happening, especially if you feel that both parties are wanting to make this work. It's always got to be both parties drawn together, not one pulling the other. It's got to be a great fit, and it's got to feel right in your spirit. Otherwise, it's just going to be short-lived, if that makes sense. Your partners have no awkward conflicts of interest. You can only do that when you're crystal clear in all of your communication. You have your points of contact. You know who's the main person you're contacting, who are their staff members that will also be part of that collaboration. Grab all of their mobiles, grab their emails, grab all of their social media handles. Know which way you're going to be communicating and what social media or what communication method you both will be using from that collaboration down pat and moving forward. So that way there's no miscommunication. It's not like I've sent you a private message on Messenger when someone is so caught up in just emails and they're always online. You're better off sending them an email rather than just through social media. So just know the style of your affiliate partner on how they like to communicate, because they could be a Gen Y, they could be a millennial, and we all operate in different ways when it comes to social media and communication. So I'm giving you some good nuggets here when it comes to the power of collaboration. And also know that you're not in the collaboration to compete. I'm going to keep that quiet for a brief moment. You are not in your collaboration to compete. You're there to complement each other. Let me tell you, you're there to complement, you're there to congratulate, you're there to leverage off each other's skills, experiences, their mindset, their networks, their products, their alliances. Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't be in that meeting if there was no chemistry in the first place. Your frequencies have to be matched. Otherwise, it's going to be, like I said before, a short-lived project. So you want to build the partnerships. You want to build relationships. It's not a one-off transaction. It is something that you nurture and you continue to improve moving forward. And both of you need to keep an open mind. You need to have an open mind. You've got to be open to critical analysis. Where did you go wrong? And you've got to be open to also deliberate and review your strategies, because there's going to be certain things in your collaboration that may or may not work when you're rolling it all out. Everything looks great on paper, but when it's live and you're launching things, a soft launch or a hard launch, it takes preparation, it takes planning, it takes being on purpose, being on point. It takes a lot of things that you need to do, but you also need to be prepared to be flexible. You've got to be prepared and sharp enough to be able to change it in a speedy fashion. So also set your goals and your constraints to measure the performance between both parties. Who is doing what? Who is bringing what to the table? I'm doing this. These are my job requirements. This is my list of descriptions of what I need to fulfill, and set the deadlines. But also measure that performance by having regular, fortnightly, weekly, whatever it might be, even a couple of days touch points, so you know that you're not going to be surprised when certain things arise. Because if you don't communicate, if you're not on point, and you're not regular with your measuring of your performance, what's going to happen is you're going to go, boom, you're going to hit a brick wall and everything collapses. And then the relationship starts to be tainted.
Can I
avoid all of that? Let me tell you, avoid all of that by everything is key to success. Everything is key to success. That is the reality of it all.
Can I ask you a question, Nella? It's Nella, right? No. Hello?
Nella.
She hung up.
She hung up?
Call drop. Well.
Call back.
Yes. If you can hear.
I just got cut off because somebody
Okay.
tried to ring me.
There we go.
Again, they're trying to ring me. So I'll just dismiss that.
Can I ask you a question, though? Hello?
Okay.
Nella.
Nella.
Hey.
You can hear me again, guys?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Actually,
Beautiful.
Nate has a question
Okay.
for you.
So, at the end of the day, it's all about the crystal clear intentions. It's setting your goals for the partnership, measuring up the progress, and then working towards meeting with them on a regular basis, however you want to regularly commute, communicate online and offline. Especially if you are in your own home country, I strongly recommend high-touch meetings work. You need to be having these live meetings, not just Skype. Skype is good, Zoom is good when your JV partner happens to be living abroad. You can't keep getting on a plane to communicate with them. So, but if you are collaborating with people, then Nate, what question do you have for me?
My question to you. My questions. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Nate. I can.
My question, because I saw you going and keep moving forward, but I wanted to ask you this before you move past it. But most of the times, I don't see it being an issue with competition, but more so when people get together and partner in business or opportunities, it's more so one of those parties, if not both, but most times at least one. It's an idea of I want to get something from that person, or that person can offer me something. So it becomes about what that person can do for you, opposed to what you're bringing to the table or what you can create together.
Yes, it's leveraging off each other's skills, and more often than not, people want a JV. Why?
Mm-hmm.
You can give me something that I want, and I want to give you something, and it has to be, I want to give you something that I need, okay? Or I want to get something that I need. So everyone's always going to collaborate, because at the end of the day, it's what's in it for their business. What's in it for them. It's the WIFM. What's in it for them. But there has been some times, and many of my clients that have JV'd with some people, what they found over a period of time, because of the lack of communication and not having setting the goals for the partnership, competition starts to come in, because they find that the other partner starts to backpedal or starts to retract on what they promised. That's why everything has to be in writing. Don't just say things verbally. It has to be in writing, because if it doesn't feel right, you shouldn't be in that JV partnership in the first place, if that makes sense, Nate.
Okay.
It needs to feel right. And my whole point about the power of collaboration is when there is a great frequency between both businesses, both parties, solopreneur or whatever it might be, you both have to bring your bargaining power together. And then you need to measure it as we go along. Because everybody needs to win. It has to be a win-win. Never a win-lose, a win-win. Did you want to add to your question?
No, I see where the competition comes in, but that's always in business, especially when you're in what we're doing, where everybody sees opportunity in a platform like radio or media, they all want to work with you, but it's more so about what they get out of the partnership versus what is then created from it. And that's, for me as a business owner now, because I'm more coming from the world of arts, it makes me leery with wanting to work with anybody, because, and I don't want to get to that point, because then you're stifling.
You don't want to get to that point where you're just closing up your whole windows of opportunity.
Right.
Because of what you've seen from other third-party scenarios or your own personal experience. Now, trust me, I've been burnt many times through collaboration. So you once bitten, twice shy. So when you go through the experience, you start to realize, okay, where did I go wrong? Always take accountability. Always be responsible for your own actions. Never just rely on the other party, because guess what? We are humans, Nate, and we tend to disappoint ourselves, let alone other people. So sometimes we don't mean what we say, or we don't say what we mean. And that's where integrity in business is key to success. Communication and integrity. What are you going to bring for me? Why should I JV with you? Why should I be in partnership with you? And it needs to be time for yourself to reflect privately. You don't want to close a deal there and then. You don't want to shake hands there and then. You want to be able to say, now tell me your unique selling proposition. What are your intentions? What are you going to bring? What kind of value can you bring to my company, to my vision? Is it in line with my own purpose in life, my own mission? Again, a collaboration should always feel good. It should feel good. It should feel like a collaboration where you're not feeling hesitant to pick up the phone and speak to that person. If you start to get that inkling feeling in your gut, there's already an alarm bell saying something's not right.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I like
but when
the idea
you are
of putting everything in writing, though.
you need to. You need. Gone are the days that you can just shake hands back in the 70s or the early 80s, where a business deal was through dinner and a shaking of the hands and done and dusted. Now everything has to be in writing. Because the way social media is going, the way technology is going in a rapid pace, people are stealing too many people's IP. Marketing is just overlapping over other people's ideas. It's like a mishmash. So
well, there's no more marketing because there's no strategy in it. I just have to put out more content than you do.
Correct. That's all it is. It's just brain overload. It's marketing overload. It's just too much noise, and it's too much stuff for people to see and hear, and we get bombarded. And that's what happens, is it cripples people's progress, because they're looking to their left, they're looking to their right, and they're competing left, right, and center, and competing to what that person's doing. Competition is powerful. You need competition in your business. Otherwise, you're not going anywhere. You don't want to just be a monopoly. Gone are the days of monopoly. So you want to be able to know, look at your competition, but the last thing that you want to do is let that competition consume you. You have to learn from them and say, what can I do better? What is my unique selling proposition that's going to be over and above? Like you said, add more content, add a different resource, add a different tool. Be innovative in your intention. Be innovative with your vision and your business plan. And all of this comes in hand, and it's all about the preparedness for success when you want to have favorable terms to the other party, when you are meeting up with them and clearly having the requirements and your own perspective of what you are wanting to achieve. What is your outcome from your deliberation, your contribution, and your collaboration with that person or that company? What will be the end result, and when do you expect to receive that end result? Right. Everything needs to be measured. Everything needs to be prepared and planned in order for you to propel in that joint venture or that powerful collaboration that started out to be really, really great, insightful, full of energy. You want to make sure that you keep that energy alive throughout the course of your whole relationship. There's always going to be bumps and things that you need to cross over. But obviously, you want to keep moving forward by having your intentions clear, your integrity on point, and also having that crystal clear communication. Be open to everything that you need to say. Put everything on the table and put it in writing.
Thank you.
I hope I was able to inspire you to never just sit on the fence based on what you've seen, what you've heard, what you've experienced. All it's telling you, Nate, is there's always room for improvement. Give me more information. That's what your mind is telling you right now. It's like, okay, what else do I need to do so I don't go down that pitfall again?
Right.
If that makes sense.
Because it wound up being one partner is doing more work than the other partner, and it seems like it's just never like a 50-50 situation. And if it's
and that's
set
why
up
the
that
regular
way, then that's fine.
intentions
But
of
if it
catch up.
gets to that, yeah.
But that's what you need to have your regular once, twice a week catch-ups over the phone, via the text, via email, phone call, maybe once a week in person if you can, and they are living locally. Get on the phone and say, this is what I've done now, what's happening. I mean, family affairs happen, things happen, life happens. Warren Buffett has problems in his family. You know, Tony Robbins, I'm sure, has things and hiccups in his family, but they still get the shit done. Excuse the French. They still get the stuff done. Why? Yes, they're large corporations. They delegate quite a number of things together to get the stuff done, especially if you're a solopreneur. You're doing everything yourself. So I understand that. But time management is everything. That's another discussion for another Be Exposed, you know, inspiration with Nella. Time management is everything. If you can't manage your time in 24 hours, a billionaire is making more hundreds of thousands of millions a day, while someone that's using their 24 hours unwisely rather than wisely, thanks, Terrence, the reality is you're going to lose. So it's all about specific favorable terms. You want to have, Nate, favorable terms to move forward and to keep always with that high energy.
I don't mean to cut you off. Nella, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Let's do that. Beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Stay on the line.
Yeah, I will. Absolutely.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, but fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I'm saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family, talk to your sons, talk to your daughters, because it's not just limited to men. We know from Sandra Bland, she was a young woman who was killed. And we don't want to say, we don't know all the details behind what happened. No, the fact is that person's life still matters. They still have rights. They should not just be killed dead before they even get a trial. Okay, that's the point. They deserve a trial at least, but they can't even make it to the jail cell to get a trial to be tried. They're being killed even before arrest. Terrible. So that's my soapbox.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on Be Exposed Radio.
Radio show.
Go ahead. All right, listen. All right, say situation. Cause I keep telling y'all, it's different situations in the child support thing. You can't just pinpoint one thing. You can't just say, "Oh, here it did be. That's why you're on child support." Oh, he this. That's why you're on child support. Oh, she this. That's why she on child support. No, sometimes it could just go off of, "Oh, I just called him and asked him, can he pay for the pictures? He ain't want to pay for the pictures. I'm taking his ass downtown." Yup.
Well, you got to know. Know who you dating.
Hold up. I just called her. I just called her and asked, could she just get Junior some shoes? She couldn't even get him no church shoes. I'm taking her ass downtown. Now, when you go downtown, you go down there, you get $500. Right? Now you mad because you get $500, and now you really ain't getting no shoes for Junior or Lord CC because you're getting $500 now. Right?
Yeah, but you gotta remember, if you're a good father or a good mother, and you're paying child support, right?
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com. You're here with HL7 Azrael.
Yeah. You already know your boy Blizzard.
And our guest Nate. I thought he was gonna introduce himself because he's like already.
He the man.
All right, but we still have Nella on the line. Are you there, Nella?
Nella.
I just dropped you, but I'm here.
All right.
I'm here.
Oh, we have 5 minutes. So
Perfect. Let's do this.
Let's get
Engagement. When you are in collaboration, it starts with listening to the other party. It starts with being in the moment, active listening. Engagement is necessary to establish the rapport between each other and building the trust, which I think is probably what you were raising awareness about, Nate. Correct me if I'm wrong with your question earlier. The trust factor could be a damper if you don't have it down pat. You can't be in any collaboration with someone if there's no trust between either party member. So engagement is key, regular communication, clear, crystal clear intentions, and accountability of who's doing what, when it needs to be done, and allowing room by being flexible, because sometimes life takes a better part of us and we understand that. So keeping it real, being authentic in the game of collaboration is everything. What role is who needs to play it, expectations, and any false projections. You want to avoid all of that. Thanks, Terence. A bias for learning and discovery. You want to be able to know that what they can bring, what kind of learning, what kind of skill sets, and what are you going to discover along the way, because it's going to be a lot of things that will surface when you're developing something for the very first time together in your collaboration. But driving always that positive vibe is everything. You want to keep that high frequency up, and you can only do that when both parties are authentic, when both parties are crystal clear with their intention, they're keeping up to the end of the bargain, and they're focused on results. You want someone more stronger and more thriving spirited than yourself. You want to partner with someone that's going to keep you hungry. It's going to keep you wanting to strive for excellence and thrive in life and in business. If they're quite passive and complacent, there's already your alarm bells that they might just be a good friend to have at a pub or at a nice restaurant, but not someone that you should be JVing together in business. Maybe keep them as a friend, but not as a business partner or as an associate. So just know their character, know their personality, and you both want to be able to be hungry. So there are my keys to the power of collaboration. It's not about competition. It's not about comparing, but it's about complementing each other's strengths, resources, skills, and knowing that you can actually make and close this year more than epic than ever before and enter into a 2018 soaring in business and being crystal clear with who do you want to mix with, who do you want to align yourself with in business, in life, in order to increase your sphere of influence. I'm going to leave you with that. You can reach out to me on www.nellachikwe.com. That is my name, nellachikwe.com. Can't wait for this time next month for Inspiration segment with Nella. Thanks, Terence. Thanks,
Nella.
Nate.
We appreciate you always.
Thank you very much, Nella.
Love you guys. Can't wait to see you next month. Take care.
Take care.
Bye, dolls. Bye-bye.
Before we wrap up the show, I would like to thank Nella Chikwe for giving us her inspirational segment, and I would also like to thank
Katura
Duncan. What are you? What?
Hold still.
Gospel artist.
Yeah, our gospel artist, and You see, you're making me lose my train of thought, Nate.
If you hold still.
No, I like to move.
They got pills for that.
But, yeah, I'm glad that everyone stay tuned and be sure to tune in next time on the Be Inspired Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Happy Thanksgiving, gobble gobble.
Brr.
Be Exposed Radio.
And more money, let them know like you're gonna get a hit if you do some rap stuff. You know what I mean?
Right. Now.